Who has the best smash in paddle? That is the question that we asked throughout the entire week, and we wanted to find out what you guys think. And we went through so many different polls. We took the best 32 smashers we could think of, and we put them in a draw and asked you guys round by round who you think deserves to be crowned the best smasher in the paddle world. So we had a draw. It got juicy by the quarterfinals. We're going to get into all of it. Who's the champion? Stay tuned for that. But to start with the quarterfinals, where I think where the games actually began.
Very spicy quarterfinals.
Yeah. So let's begin there. And you guys, we want to know, this is all based on what you guys picked. We have no idea. We did not make any of these picks. It was all by you. So the draw.
It was voting. It was by the people.
It was by the people, for the people, to the people, everything people. So the best smash, quarterfinal round. This is who it came down to. Tapia against Franco Stupasuk. Leo Augsburger versus Paulo Cardona. Javi Garrido versus Alejandro Galan. And Arturo Coello versus Juan Lebron. And getting into the results. First off, Tapia taking down Stupa based on what you guys predicted with a whopping 98%. Smail, you have anything to say about that?
I mean, I know Tapia is better than Stupa at smashing, but 98% for me seemed so brutal. But yeah, Tapia he's a much better smasher. Like, anyone who's going to go against Tapia is going to probably get bit.
Harun, was that surprising to you?
It wasn't surprising. Yeah, everybody agrees. There's a unanimous agreement that probably Tapia has a better smash, but I didn't think it was that much. You can't dominate so much like that. That was really surprising for me. But yeah, Tapia has an insane smash, but Stupa also has a decent smash. So yeah, it was pretty surprising to me. But yeah, 98%. Really? Stupa didn't get any love. He doesn't have any strong fans. Really weird.
I was surprised like you guys. But my surprise was the fact that Stupa made it this far in the tournament.
Yeah, true.
Don't disrespect Stupa.
No, I don't see Stupa in the top 8. I do not see him in making, the fact that he made it to quarterfinals. We're going to get into who he actually beat to make it this far. And but I was surprised by Stupa's run, so this is impressive. He would be my biggest winner if this was like a normal episode. But the fact that he got 2% is, to me, surprising. I think it should be 100% thing. Yeah. But because he's against Tapia. But that's for that. Second match, Leo Augsburger against Paulo Cardona. Partners going up against each other. This is a civil war, basically. 98% Leo Augsburger, 2% Pablo Cardona. Harun, was this surprising to you?
Again, it's so weird. How is he dominating? How it's such a lopsided vote. It's so weird. Yes, Augsburger has objectively the better smash, but not that extent, not that much. Cardona has an amazing smash as well. That's why they're both bombing the ball every single match. I expected way more. Fine, not like Stupa, but I expected at least 30%. I didn't think it was going to be that low.
Smail, do you think same thing Harun thinks?
Yeah, also a whopping result. Yeah, I would have also picked Augsburger, but Cardona, there's a world where I can argue, does he have more power? He can when he does those 3 meter, not the smash, when he smashes it and comes back to him, sometimes he really crushes it. He's a big boy. He has a lot of power. Does no one objectively think that he has better power than Augsburger? That was a big shock. I didn't think I didn't think it was gonna be this much.
Yeah,
I think though, maybe because the way they play, so Augsburger takes more of the role of, okay, I'm gonna smash a bit more, so he leaves it on purpose for Augsburger. But Cardona can take these balls if he wants to. Cardona can take the same balls that Augsburger can take. He doesn't get the chance to show off that much, I think. But yeah,
I wouldn't say that. Augsburger also just off his back foot so often, he just pumps it. I don't see Cardona doing that. I think he probably has the power to, but I just don't see him doing it. He's huge. He's a tank.
Augsburger should be the winner here. It makes sense. But 2% of the votes, Cardona.
Not fair.
And Pablito was voting throughout the entire tournament, and I guess no one was there to help him.
That might have been some deep pressure after you saw those results.
No, he made all the way to the quarterfinals, and he went up against a guy.
Yeah, he's probably happy for his partner too.
A guy who was one of the favorites to take this one home.
Yeah.
But next up, which I thought would be an interesting one too, was Javi Garrido against Alejandro Galan.
Yeah.
And Harun, we had a 91% Alejandro Galan, 9% Garrido.
That was crazy. That was
Surprising?
That was too much. That was the most unfair unfair result I've seen. Garrido deserves way more than 9%. Way more. I would argue Garrido even has a better smash than Galan. Galan is more effective. He's smarter, but Garrido has insane power. Same thing like Augsburger. Insane. He has so much power. He does those practice videos sometimes where he hits that smash from glass to glass. That's crazy. Like I think pure power, Garrido might be more, but just efficiency wise, Galan is obviously better. But Garrido deserves at least 40% in my opinion, way more.
See, the TSH Padel community absolutely surprised me with this one. Garrido is someone who he's obviously being in the quarterfinals means you're in the upper echelon, but 9%.
Unfair, man.
9%?
Super unfair. What did you think?
Yeah,
what did you
I think
Smiley?
the way you're framing it makes it sound shocking because he deserves better than 9%, but objectively anyone who goes up against Galan is probably going to get dominated. There are two people in the world who are not. And Garrido has a great smash, but he's no Galan. Galan is Galan. Let's also give respect to Galan. The question is,
Galan as a player, yes, but not his pure smash.
We're taking the smash.
Yeah, the smash, but how many? You're asking people to pick Galan's Garrido's smash over Galan's smash.
Yeah.
Put it this way. If you
how many people are gonna do that? You wouldn't.
I was on the fence. I myself was on the fence.
You were on the fence, really?
Yeah.
But Galan is way more accurate and he has way more power, I would say, on the smash.
No, not way more power. Let's put it this way. Let's say I gave you Garrido's smash instead of Galan. Are you going to be really that upset?
No, but I'm not going to be Galan.
If you give me Chingoto smash, I won't even be upset.
If you give me Bella smash, I'll be really happy too. I'll take any smash at this point.
The ball completely, or?
Like Yusuf,
I'll take anything.
If you take Garrido's smash right now instead of Galan's, are you really going to be depressed? Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, I was on the fence with this one, which is why, the votes absolutely surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be a 9%.
I didn't think it was 9%, but also you guys know Galan is one of my favorite plays, if not my favorite, after Augsburger. So and he's Galan, he's Galan.
But the last two that we did have in this draw that I think it was probably the spiciest head-to-head was Arturo Coello going up against Juan Lebron. We know Juan Lebron is one of the best. Coello also one of the best of the best. The votings? What did they say? Completely different. They said 78% Arturo Coello, 22% Juan Lebron. Harun, did you think this was how it was going to play out?
I don't know. It's Premier Padel. The age of Premier Padel, yeah, that makes sense, obviously, because you didn't get a chance to see all of the amazing smashes that Juan Lebron has been hitting his entire career. But if you go back to World Padel Tour, oh man, the highlight reel for Juan Lebron was unbelievable. He did his overall career-wise, I would take Juan Lebron. Maybe right now, obviously Coello, but I didn't expect it to be that much. Maybe there's recency bias watching Premier Padel a bit more. Juan Lebron's playing also on the right. He doesn't get to smash that often, and even when he played with Dineno, still it wasn't so spicy. It was effective, but it wasn't so spicy. But
yeah, ever since that injury, huh, Smail?
Yeah, but still, I picked LeBron over Coello, to be honest.
Oh, really?
This was for me a really big upset. For me, super recency bias.
Yeah, it's a recency bias.
Super recency bias because LeBron, he even though he's now after the injury smashing less, he still has an amazing smash.
Yeah.
And he's also asked to do more next to Stupa than I would say Coelho is asked to do next to Tapia.
Very true.
And he smashes more frequently.
Very true.
And he's more successful with the smash. He was just on the left where he was actually smashing all the time. Yeah. And he was the aggressive player having to smash. No, I had 100% LeBron. Coelho doesn't smash that often. Not nearly as much as LeBron does. Wow. And he's not as aggressive as LeBron is at all. No, for me, it's LeBron. LeBron, when he's on, it's Even now, as an older LeBron, he's better than Coelho at smashing for me. But you guys know I love the Galan LeBron combo. So
Yusuf, you
I have a
agree
lot
with
of
this?
emotional baggage I'm carrying. But like objectively, he's asked to do more next to Supa than Coello is against Tapia.
Yusuf, you agree
If
with
I
this?
ask you right now, I'm thinking of it this way. If you tell me right now, a smash to save your life, you get Arturo Coello or Juan LeBron.
I take LeBron every
But
day.
the question is now. We didn't say when Juan LeBron
Now,
was at
even
his
now,
best.
even now, I take LeBron now.
I would take Arturo Coello. But I understand your points. Like 78% to 22%. I can see why you would say it's an upset because I did not expect that myself. And since me and Harun, we were the architects of this draw, we did not think this was going to be the way this turns out. But yeah, it was really interesting to see how people thought. Some early round stuff were interesting. We're going to get into that. But moving on to the semifinal round, Tapia taking on Augsburger, which was
That's it.
that was it.
That's the
And
final, essentially.
And then Galan taking on Coello.
That should have been a final. That's a final. That's a final. That's not the semifinal.
These two, that like when we decided to start this idea before we put it out for you guys to vote, and we knew this matchup was probably going to take place. I'm like, how is this one going to go? How is this one going to go? Tapia versus Augsburger. Augsburger with 53%. Agustin Tapia with 47%. Smail, did you see this going this way?
I love this matchup, and I love how close the vote came down. I told you guys, Augsburger is my favorite player, and I see him as having the best smash. I do see him as having the best smash. Yeah. And so for me, it's fair. It's fair. Augsburger deserves to win that, but this 53% to 47%, it tells me that the outcome was correct in the fact that it's a coin toss.
Yeah.
It's a coin toss.
Yeah.
They're the two best smashes, in my opinion, and the margins from them are super thin. You could make an argument that Tapia is the better smasher, and I would 100% accept it. For me, I liked Augsburger's smash. Maybe it's a little bit of an aesthetic too. Yeah. But yeah, it's for me fair.
Harun, I need to tell you something, my friend. You are someone who has been praising the Tapia smash over the Augsburger smash. The people have spoken. Augsburger over Tapia. How do you feel about this?
With all due respect to everybody that voted for Augsburger, but real ones know that Tapia deserves that one. Tapia, dude, like there's a lot.
You're saying 53% of the TSH Padel community is wrong.
No, well, some of them recency bias for sure. All due respect to them, but that's Premier Padel times, Premier Padel matches and highlights and these types of things. World Padel Tour since Tapia came on tour. But Augsburger has been great for the past year. Like, it's insane watching him his highlight reel. So yeah, he looks amazing. But Tapia really has so much variety. He can do it all at an exceptional level. He's a more of a highlight reel, Augsburger. Augsburger can, if you just watch him, you just watch just a full minute of him doing all his smashes. It's crazy. It's like you can't disagree.
Sorry,
with him.
my friend, you have not made your case. 53% Augsburger, 47% Agustin Tapia. The people also agree with me because last episode when I said you give me one of their smashes, I take Augsburgers any day. I love Tapia. I love all the things that you say about him, the variety and whatnot. But on any given day, you tell me a smash to save your life. It is the one and only Leo Augsburger.
A smash to save my life.
If he goes up against Agustin Tapia.
No.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
A smash to save my life. Really. You change that question. We can ask it again. One smash to save your life, not just adding it to your arsenal. Just one smash.
That's not the question today. We can ask it on another day. But moving on to the other semifinal, Alejandro Galantico against King Arturo Coello. The votes are in, and the winner of that was the one and only Galantico, 54%, which is a bigger margin, and Coello going home with 46% of the votes. Harun, is this how you saw this one panning out?
No, I didn't see. I thought it was going to be more. Okay, it's fair. I'm not upset with these numbers.
Also a toss-up, huh?
Yeah, I'm not upset with these numbers. Fine, it's fair, but I expected at least 60%. To see it a bit differently. Imagine Coello was next to Chingoto. Were they gonna have that same firepower together?
We saw the exact same thing in the World Cup. Him next to Coqui Nieto, and we saw what Arturo Coello was.
Fine, that's a good point, but fine, okay, I guess so, but still, I don't like. Coello has a great smash, but I don't know if he has more variety than Galan. Galan won fair and square, but plus 60% I expected it. I don't know. Smile loves Galan. He obviously agrees. You wanted more.
Yeah, of course I'm Team Galantico.
Oh yeah, because you had LeBron winning.
I'm Team Galantico, 100%. Like, I'm looking like a Coello disrespect. I'm looking like a Coello hater right now.
I think we need to give you a session of watching Coello in the World Cup next to Koki Nieto.
No, Coello's amazing. I cannot say anything other than great things about Coello, but when I think
Coelho
about
smash.
Yeah, when I talk about the smashing, and that's what I think we're confusing things. Galan smash is better. It's better, and he's and also I guess
It looks nicer.
For me it looks nicer because I'm not a lefty, so I'm biased to more of the righty type
Probably
of
I'm a
style.
lefty.
And also I think Galan has the most power out of the two, so and he does it more often and consistently better. So yeah, I think it's fair. Coelho's smash is exceptional. Yeah, it's not better than Galan.
Yeah, to me, this was it really was a 50-50 thing. Like, you ask me, maybe some days I can convince myself it's Galan. Some days I can convince myself it's Coelho.
I can't convince myself some days it's Coelho.
I think you really need to go back to watch him with Bella. Watch him with Koki Nieto when he has to be the aggressor, when he's not playing next to Mozart.
Sure, but Galan does it all the time, and that's his level. He doesn't dip.
Everyone has put their votes in, and it's a 50% Galantico, which brings us to the championship bout. We spent an entire week voting. You guys voted. We voted. We tried to see, and we wanted to be as unbiased as possible to make this happen, which is why you guys were the ones who picked this. The final came down to Alejandro Galan up against Leo Augsburger for the bragging rights of the best smash in the paddle world. And the winner, without any doubt, was the one, the only, Leo Augsburger, taking home
Let's go,
the
Leo
throne.
Augsburger. Congratulations.
Leo Augsburger is the champion of the best smash in the paddle world by a landslide. 74% Leo Augsburger, 26% Alejandro Galan. Smail, how do you feel about this?
How I feel about this is, I guess the whole world knows now that Leo Augsburger is him. He is him. He
But
is
he
the
went
man.
against your boy Galan.
He went against both are my boys.
So many of your boys.
Those are both my boys. And I didn't expect him to dominate. To be honest, I did not expect him to dominate this matchup this way.
Yeah,
74% for me is a huge.
Which says,
for me,
the semifinal was the final.
yeah, it does. And for me, it was a toss-up. Also, like Tapia,
No.
like it was also a very close toss-up. Like, I was expecting 50% range
TSH
margin.
Padel community says no.
Yeah, I know, and I guess everyone, the eye test as well.
Yeah.
Augsburger passes the eye test. Boy can light it up from anywhere at any time, off his back foot, off his front foot, when he's in the cold conditions, when he's in the hot conditions, at night, that day. Boy does it all the time.
All the time.
He wins. He deserves it.
Clear when Harun, the undisputed king of the smashing in paddle, is Leo Augsburger. I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, of course he's gonna beat Galan. Of course, he's fired. He's just pure power. He's like a cannon. It's nuclear, nuclear paddle. Really watching him. Yeah, like he 100% deserved. 100%. I didn't expect it to be that much, though. I thought Galan was gonna put up more of a fight. I thought he was gonna have some more supporters to go with him. Again. There's a lot of I want to do some more investigation about these numbers because they're pretty lopsided and I don't know if it makes sense. All of it makes sense, but yeah,
Over
Augsburger.
thousands of votes have been casted. So what
I
you're
guess
saying
so.
is thousands of you. Whoa! Are you signaling we might have corruption in the TSH Padel organization team?
No, man, like Augsburger deserves it fair and square. We've saw all the highlights that he has, just unbelievable, man. He's a fantastic player, and yeah, he deserves it. There's not
What
much
more
more
can
to
be
say.
said about this man? What more? Everyone decided. Everyone made their picks. We had
He
over,
deserves
just
it.
said over,
He deserves it,
over
for sure,
thousands
for
of
sure.
people
Not-
voted. So it could have
He
gone in
deserves
any
it.
direction. And Like, there's not much more to add than what you guys said. I know I told you guys, and you on every single episode, whenever I get the chance, I talk about Leo Augsburger's smash and how it absolutely blows my mind. But can we just go through his road to the title, Ismail?
Yeah, let's go through it.
And so first round of 32, which we knew this man was probably going to have an easy path. But he had Nuno Deutsch, which is one of the best 32 smashers, we would say. But he had no
Great
chance
smash.
whatsoever.
Great smash.
97% took Leo Augsburger. Round 2 went up against Alex Arroyo, which I did not expect Arroyo to make the second round. We're going to get into that. But 99%. 99% Leo Augsburger there.
Domination.
Yeah, and then quarterfinal round, we just talked about this against his teammate, his partner in crime, Pablito Cardona, 98%. Then going up. So this was an absolutely gladiator run, huh?
Yeah.
Cardona in the quarterfinal round, taking him down to 98%. Semifinals, we just said, took down Agustin Tapia. It was close. It was a close one. He took him. He had 53%. And then Alejandro Galan in the final, a whopping 74%. Iconic run from the one and only Leo Augsburger, the deserving champion. And
honestly,
you guys
think
voted.
it's
You guys
much
said.
harder. It's much harder to win this Smash tournament than to win a P1 or a major.
Most probably. He had to go through pain to get all the way to get this far. But the people have spoken. Everyone, people that know paddle. You could have probably amateurs, pros. The pros were voting. For the people that do not believe, the pros were voting in this. So we saw the stories. Cardona was voting. Galan was voting. Augsburger gave some votes. Joffrey gave some votes. The Deutsch brothers gave votes. So many people gave votes, and this is the deserving winner, Leo Augsburger, champion.
Champ.
A round of applause for the
Leo.
champion.
Leo, what a clutch player. What a clutch
It
smasher.
was iconic.
That was awesome.
Yeah. But we do have other things we want to talk about because the first few rounds we did have interesting things that went down. Harun, if you want to get us on that.
Woo! This was spicy, guys. This was really spicy. And I do want to take your opinion. And I want you guys to share with me some upsets that you did not see coming, which, again, this was fire. Just to be in this tournament, it was insane, okay? It's really, really, really tough. But I want you guys to share with me some upsets that you believe that were just, surprising to you. Do you have anything, Smail?
I mean, I guess the first one that comes to mind for me was Supa over Teo.
Agree.
Because the Supa won by 52%, so essentially it's a coin toss. And I think objectively, if you asked me to pick between the two, I would have easily picked Teo's smash.
Me too.
Easily. So I'm wondering, I'm not going to doubt our TSH Padel community, but are the results biasing these
Just
these
picking
votes?
your favorite player.
Is that your favorite player? Is that the better recent results guy? I would have taken Teo.
Yeah, I
Yusuf,
also agree with you.
what about you?
Yeah. To me, the big one was, and when we put the draw, I was like, this first round matchup between Jon Sands and Javi Barahona is going to be interesting. I want to see, because really it does come down to this. Do you watch Javi Barahona play paddle or not? Because if you do not watch him play, and I don't know, but this was surprising to me. 87% picking Sands to win this over Barahona. Barahona, two lefty guys, not that tall. They both have good smashes, but to me, Barahona's smash is 100% much better than Jon Sands' smash. But I was completely wrong on this one. I did not see this one coming. I thought Barahona to me was seeded in this tournament. Jon Sands was not. 87%. Barahona going home with 13%, not making it beyond the first round. That was one I did not see coming, honestly.
Yeah, these were some shocking ones. I want to share with you guys another one as well, which this was a round one match, first round match. Mike Yanguas against Javi Leal. And Mike Yanguas won that one 75% to 25. So only 25% of the people picked Javi Leal. Everybody thought that Yanguas has a better smash. That was super surprising to me. What? Javi Leal is supposed to be the guy that smashes when you team up with him.
Yeah,
and how is Mike Yanguas supposed to be defeating you so easily like that? That was really surprising.
Yeah, I 100% with you on that one. That was one of the other ones that absolutely surprised me too. And, another one that surprised me, and this also goes back to, do you watch this man play paddle or not? And Smaid, we are the biggest fans of this guy's smash. Maybe not overall game, but overall game, yes, but smash more than anything. Juanlu Espree.
Yeah, Espree's a beast.
Espree,
Espree.
Espree losing to Arroyo 81% to 19%.
Criminal.
That's absolutely criminal. People, I don't know really, because I need to ask you guys, do you guys watch Juanlu Espree? Because the man has one of the best smashes, I think, in
He
padel.
can light it up.
He absolutely can hit from anywhere. The amount of topspin he creates on his smashes is really second to none. I just think his ranking did not do him justice because he doesn't make it that far in tournaments, so maybe people don't see him enough. But if someone deserves their flowers in this entire tournament of who has the best smash, Juanlu Espree is a man who needs to be mentioned.
Yeah, Espree absolutely deserves more credit than that.
By the way, Espree and Bergamini took down Mike Yanguas and Franco Stupazuk twice. Because Espree is a beast. He has an amazing smash, and he deserves more credit.
When he's on fire, he's on fire.
It's amazing.
Do you guys have any? Harun, do you have any other ones? Do you have any other ones, Smile? Any of you?
I mean, I had one that was spicy, which I expect to be a bit closer, which is LeBron over Liebeck. I know I was just making the case for LeBron, but 78% chose LeBron over Liebeck.
That was a landslide.
Liebeck also has a lot of power, and we just saw like what he does, what he's doing next to Teo, and also what he did in the World Cup. Like he proved he has a cannon for a smash too. So I thought maybe he'd get more love.
Yeah, I did not expect that one to be. Also, Garrido Yanguas, maybe it wasn't as close as I expected. 66% Yanguas, Garrido 34% Yanguas.
It was not as close, but I voted for Garrido too.
Yeah, but we talked about this one, but the last one I would like to mention is Augsburger 98% over Cardona. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that.
That's also not fair. Like just objectively not fair.
You know, also
right.
another one. Like, we can go on and on really to talking about these things, but Jairo Batista against Juan Teo, 93% to 7% Jairo Batista. Come on, like the dude has an amazing smash. Only 7%. Like maybe again Teo right now has an amazing smash, but still he deserves some more love. Jairo Batista.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the last one that I do want to talk about, which also was an upset I did not see coming. Victor Ruiz losing to Franco Stupazuk, 93% to 7%.
No respect for Victor Ruiz.
Come on, show the man some love. Like
semi-finalist in majors.
Like if we're talking pure smash in a vacuum, really 7% only Victor Ruiz?
Not fair.
I disagree with you guys. I do.
All right, guys. I think we should also have a moment of silence for some players who got dominated in this smash draw. Sure. And there were a couple which I did not see coming at all. Yeah. I'll start off with the first one. Guys, Tapia versus John Sands, 9-9 versus 1%. Yeah. What did you think about that, Yusuf?
You know, the fact that Sands made it this far, to me, I just said Barahona, right? Barahona had, I think he was the one who was supposed to win. So the fact that Sands even made it to the round of 16, hats off to him. But you go up against Tapia, you're probably going to get dominated.
Harun, did he only deserve 1%?
Yeah.
It's tough to say, man. I prefer to say nothing because I don't wanna disrespect Young Sands. He's an amazing player, but it's Tapia, man. It's Tapia. It's
clear. It's Tapia. What are you gonna say? Yeah. Well, Harun, what about this one? Galan versus Campagnolo was 98% versus 2%. Thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. Like it's that's what I'm telling you. This is so weird. Like I guess everybody just voting who has the better smash. Not so it's like it's a binary. I don't know. Like Campagnolo deserves again more credit. Campagnolo is one of the best players in the world. So he has an amazing smash as well, and he's underrated. We saw Nacho that says he's one of the most underrated players on tour, and that he sees him becoming something bigger soon. So yeah, but Galantico is just Galantico, I guess.
Yusuf, only 2% for Campagnolo?
Yeah, the fact that he got 2% was good. Like 2% is good. Like you should be happy with that. The fact that you're up against Galantico and people actually picked you. Positives, my friend. Look at the glass, not even 1 ounce full, but look at it.
Yeah. Well, last one I'll mention because like we said it before, but it honestly shocked me. Galan taking out Garrido, 91% Galan.
Yeah, I already talked about
that. That's criminal, man. That's criminal.
Sorry to
Garrido. That was rough.
We're sorry, Javi, because
like it was rough.
Not on behalf because they picked.
But what should it be?
60-40 minimum. 60-40 minimum, man.
If you give me 75, 35%, I'll be okay with it. But give this man more. Like,
75, 25.
At least
It
let's
can be
get
75.
into the double digits. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
55-45. Fair.
Really? That close?
Yes. Yeah, that close.
I would go that close, yeah.
Garrido smash. He deserves, like, as an overall player. Yeah, no, it's further away. But just pure smash, no.
I also think like there's some things that are left, wanted to taste because also there's some open questions out there. Who wins Tapia Coello? Like, what would that percentage be?
We're gonna have to do this again.
Yeah,
huh?
like there's some out there that we didn't see exactly what it would be. Like Augsburger versus Coello. Also, what was that gonna look like? Yeah. Like we didn't get some of those tasty matchups that we could have.
Tapia Galan.
Well,
Tapia Galan. We didn't see that either. Like. Yeah. We're going to have to do a special one for those honorable matchups.
We need to rig the draw.
Exactly. That means we're going to do this. We need to do this again.
Or a third, fourth. Maybe we need a third, fourth.
Yeah, maybe third, fourth.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we're learning. It's the first time we've ever held this tournament. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We found that there's nothing going on this week. So why not make a tournament of our own? And tell us which one would you want to see next? Because we can do this many different kinds. Do you want to see the Vibra? Do you want to see Bedecha? Do you want to see defense? Give us some examples of how we can do this. So we want to keep you guys included, the TSH Padel community. Let's do more of this. Let's include each other. And we like to hear your thoughts on everything that went down. So this wraps up this special episode, this special tournament, this special thing that we did. We were excited about sharing it with you. And you guys, seems like you have to have enjoyed it. Thousands and thousands of votes were casted. And we have the winner, Leo Augsburger, deserving champ. We're going to see you guys in the next episode, hopefully with more interesting things. Like, subscribe, do everything. Follow us, TSH Padel, Padel Pulse. Everywhere you can find us, follow us, and we'll be in touch with many more things coming soon. See you guys in the next episode.
¡Vamos, vamos, vamos!